Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why'd I look more tired than I feel, even though I take good care of my skin, I wear makeup, and I try to stay stylish, What if the reason isn't your wrinkles or your lifestyle, but something as simple, and as powerful, as your hair color? Let me share a story about Susan, who's 56. For years, she was loyal to jet black hair, believing it made her look elegant, polished, and sophisticated. But at a reunion with her friends, Susan suddenly noticed something. Everyone else looked fresh and vibrant, while she looked older and more severe. So she took a chance and switched to mocha with honey highlights. And the change was incredible. Her friends were shocked, telling her she looked nearly a decade younger. Her eyes sparkled again, and her smile seemed brighter than it had in years. That's the power of color. It's not about expensive creams, complicated treatments, or chasing youth. Sometimes, all it takes is choosing the right shade to bring back softness, light, and confidence. And that's exactly what I'm here to show you. As someone who's worked with women over 50 for years, I've seen the most common hair color mistakes, and I've seen the transformations when those mistakes are fixed. So today, I'm going to walk you through the shades that quietly age us, the smarter alternatives that refresh us, and I'll share real-life stories that prove the right hair color doesn't just make you look younger. It makes you feel like the best version of yourself again. Are you ready to see how a simple shift in color could completely change the way you show up in the mirror, and in the world? Ladies, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why'd I look so tired? Even though I take care of my skin, I wear makeup, I do everything right, Here's the truth. Sometimes it's not your wrinkles, not your lifestyle, but your hair color that's making you look older. Think of your face as a beautiful painting, and your hair as the frame around that painting. The right frame makes the artwork glow, draws everyone's eyes to it. The wrong frame? It can make even the most stunning piece look dull. The same goes for your hair. Science backs this up too. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, by the time we hit our mid-40s, melanin in our skin starts to decrease about 10 to 20% every decade. That means less natural color, less rosy tone in the skin. If you're still holding onto the same hair color you had at 30, jet black, fiery red, icy blonde, what happens? The contrast against your softer skin tone actually makes lines, dark circles, and shadows more visible. Let me share my own story. At 52, I was still clinging to jet black hair. I thought it made me look sophisticated, elegant, serious. But then one day, I went to a school reunion. In the group photo, I was shocked. My friends looked radiant, and I looked older. One woman, same age as me, had switched to a warm chestnut brown with soft honey highlights. Her skin glowed, her eyes sparkled, her whole face looked lifted. Meanwhile, my solid black hair flattened my features and deepened every little wrinkle around my eyes. Have you had a moment like that? You see someone your age, but they look so much fresher, more alive. And you wonder, what's her secret, So often, the secret isn't expensive skincare or makeup. It's simply the right hair color. Here's the golden rule I've learned after working with hundreds of women over 50. Your hair should add light to your face and your eyes. It should soften, not overwhelm. If your eyes are the windows to your soul, your hair is the drape around those windows. And the drape should let light in, not block it out. Picture two women, both 55 years old. One with flat, solid black hair, no dimension. The other with soft chocolate brown, kissed with caramel highlights around her face. Who do you think gets told she looks vibrant, youthful, full of life? Exactly. That little change makes a world of difference. So let me ask you, when was the last time you truly rethought your hair color? Are you still wearing the same shade you had 15 or 20 years ago? Or have you allowed your hair to evolve with your skin and your age? Your hair isn't just hair. It's the frame, the context, the way you present yourself to the world. And if you're realizing right now that maybe it's time for a new frame, you're not alone. Because up next, I'm going to break down the biggest hair color mistakes women over 50 make . And more importantly, I'll give you fresh, modern alternatives that will flatter your skin, light up your eyes, and help you look like the most radiant version of yourself, without pretending to be 30 again. Are you ready to dive in with me? Ladies, let's get into the 6 most common hair color mistakes that can actually add years to your look instead of taking them off. I've seen these mistakes in so many women over 50, and honestly, I've made some of them myself. The first mistake is flat, solid color with no dimension asterisk. Sure, it sounds neat, polished, maybe even elegant, but in reality, a single, solid shade often looks like a wig sitting on your head. Have you noticed how in photos, flat dark hair makes your skin look dull and your features harsher? A Clairol survey in the US found that more than 65% of women over 50 felt flat color made them look at least 5 years older. The fix is simple. Add a few soft highlights, a little balayage, or some light framing around your face. The first time I added a few caramel ribbons around my hairline, people kept asking if I'd just come back from vacation, because I looked refreshed. The second mistake is going for fiery reds that are too bold I know a lot of us loved red when we were younger because it symbolized confidence and energy. But after 50, super bright reds can compete with your face instead of enhancing it. They can make skin look more yellow or tired. Have you ever looked in the mirror with blazing red hair and noticed your fine lines standing out even more? Instead, try softer shades like copper, warm auburn, or chestnut red. These colors keep that vibrant energy but make your skin look brighter and softer. The third mistake is jet black hair For years I thought deep black was the ultimate in sophistication. But the older I got, the more I realized it was highlighting every line I didn't want to show. That strong contrast makes wrinkles and dark circles more visible. I remember seeing myself in natural light with jet black hair and thinking, why'd I look so harsh and tired, According to research by L'Oreal, 72% of women over 50 who switched from black to warmer browns were told they looked more youthful. So instead of pure black, try chocolate brown, dark chestnut, or soft mocha. They're still deep and elegant, but with warmth and light that flatters your face. The fourth mistake is artificial graphite gray On a magazine cover under studio lights, it can look edgy and modern. But in real life, it often makes our skin look washed out. Have you ever dyed your hair a cool steel gray and suddenly felt like your face lost all its glow? I tried it once, and even my granddaughter said, Grandma, you look like a robot, A better option is silver pearl, champagne gray, or soft vanilla highlights. These shades keep the elegance of silver hair but add softness and radiance to your face. The fifth mistake is ash brown It sounds chic and understated, but it can be the silent enemy of warm skin tones. That gray-green base cools down your complexion, leaving you looking sallow or tired. Have you ever noticed your lips or skin look duller when you wear ash brown? I did, until I switched to caramel and golden beige, and suddenly my face looked awake again. Color experts have said warm browns reflect light about 30% better than ash tones, which is why they're more flattering. And the sixth mistake is platinum or icy blonde So many women believe blonde equals youthful, but ultra-light icy blondes often freeze your features, giving you that frozen face look. If your skin isn't very fair, platinum can actually make your face look harder and less natural. I once tried on a platinum wig just for fun, and honestly, I didn't even recognize myself. I looked cold and severe. Instead, try honey blonde, golden champagne, or warm beige. These shades are softer, more natural, and they reflect light in a way that makes your whole face glow. So let me ask you, out of these 6 mistakes, which one do you see in yourself right now? Are you wearing flat, one-tone color, a fiery red that overwhelms your face, jet black, steel gray, ashy brown, or? Ladies, let's talk about something that goes deeper than beauty products or fashion trends. It's the connection between hair color and psychology Do you believe that simply changing your hair color can completely shift the way you feel about yourself? Color psychology shows us that warm tones like caramel, honey, and chestnut, tend to make us look and feel approachable, vibrant, and full of life. Meanwhile, cool harsh tones like ash gray, icy blonde, or blue-black, can sometimes create distance, making us appear more severe or older than we actually are. In fact, a study from the European Institute of Applied Psychology found that over 70% of women over 55 who switched from cool tones to warm tones reported feeling more confident and open in social settings. I'll never forget one of my clients, Linda, a 60-year-old woman who had been wearing ash brown for almost 15 years. She confessed that every time she looked in the mirror, her face seemed dull, almost lifeless. We suggested she try golden caramel, with just a touch of honey highlights around her face. The result was incredible. Not only did her skin look brighter and more youthful, but her entire attitude shifted. She started going out more, smiling more, and she even told me her friends kept asking what she had done because she looked so refreshed. Have you ever noticed that when your hair color feels right, you suddenly enjoy putting on clothes, swiping on lipstick, and stepping out with a lighter step? And on the flip side, when your hair color weighs you down, you feel less motivated to socialize, maybe even less excited to leave the house? Have you ever felt that? I've been there too. When I kept my jet black hair, I always felt like I needed a full face of makeup just to look awake. But once I shifted to a warm mocha with soft caramel ribbons, I realized I could wear nothing but a little lip color and still feel confident enough to go anywhere. That's not just beauty, it's emotional energy . According to the American Hair and Beauty Association, 68% of women over 50 said that finding the right hair color made them feel more positive, more confident, and even more social. That tells us something powerful. Hair color isn't just cosmetic, it's a mirror that reflects how we feel inside. So let me ask you, when was the last time you colored your hair and truly felt happy with it? Did you choose it because it makes you feel radiant, or just because it's what you've always done? If you're looking in the mirror today and seeing a tired face, maybe what you really need is not more makeup, but just a shift in hair color that brings the light back to your expression. And that's why in the next part, we're going to explore the modern solutions and hair color trends that can help women over 50 not just look younger, but feel more alive. Because once you understand the emotional power of color, you'll want to know the smartest ways to bring it into your own life. When it comes to hair color after 50, we can't ignore the international trends that are inspiring women everywhere. In the US, women over 50 often lean toward warm, natural shades like honey blonde, caramel, or mocha. Because here, the focus is on energy and youthfulness, those tones that brighten the skin, bring light to the eyes, and give a healthy, vibrant look are always in demand. In France, though, it's a little different. French women often prefer understated elegance, think chestnut browns, soft champagne blondes, or neutral beige tones. Their philosophy is not about hiding age, but about choosing colors that look effortless, refined, and timeless. Would you agree that sometimes a touch of quiet elegance speaks louder than anything else? In Japan, older women gravitate toward lighter browns with hints of red or gold. Their culture values freshness and softness, so they often choose colors that bring out brightness and youth. Meanwhile, in Korea, subtle balayage, face framing highlights, and smoky browns with caramel undertones are the trend. Korean women want hair that looks modern yet natural, paired with simple makeup for a look that says, youthful but not trying too hard. So let me ask you, if you had to place yourself in one of these styles, would you see yourself as the radiant and energetic American style, the refined French elegance, the fresh Japanese look, or the modern Korean vibe? Now, let's talk about technology, because hair coloring has come a long way. Many of us worry about damage, dryness, or scalp irritation. But today we have ammonia-free dyes, gentler on the hair and with less odor. We have gloss treatments that give a healthy, shiny finish with a sun-kissed effect. And we even have organic dyes that are eco-friendly and kinder to sensitive scalps. According to a Nielsen survey in 2021, 58% of women over 50 in the US said they actively seek ammonia-free or nourishing formulas, because at this stage in life, comfort and health matter just as much as color. And here's the most important part: choosing your shade isn't random. It should follow the asterisk face, fiber, flow principle asterisk. Face means choosing a shade that complements your skin tone. If your skin runs warm, caramel or honey will balance it beautifully. If you're cool-toned, chocolate or chestnut will add the right warmth. Fiber means paying attention to your hair texture. If your hair is thick, deeper tones with subtle highlights can soften it. If your hair is fine, highlights or balayage can create the illusion of fullness. Have you ever noticed how just a little light added to fine hair makes it look instantly thicker and more dimensional? And flow means choosing a color that matches your lifestyle and personality. If you're active and outdoorsy, go for warm, low-maintenance shades that catch the light naturally. If you're more reserved and classic, opt for timeless neutrals that grow out gracefully without frequent touch-ups. When I turned 55, I switched to mocha with caramel ribbons because it not only matched my skin tone, but also made my fine hair appear fuller. And more importantly, it felt aligned with who I was: simple, elegant, and still radiant. So what about you? If you applied face, fiber, flow to your own life, which shade would you choose? Which color would brighten your skin, suit your hair's texture, and reflect your spirit and lifestyle right now? And once we understand the trends, the technology, and the principles of smart color choice, it's time to look at the real stories. Stories that show how the right hair color doesn't just refresh your look. It can actually transform the way you feel, the way you show up, and the way you live your life after 50. Let me share 3 real stories with you. Stories that prove the right hair color doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you feel. The first story is about Susan, age 56. For years she stuck with jet black hair, believing it was elegant and safe. But over time, she noticed her face looked harsher, her skin paler, and every fine line around her eyes seemed sharper. When Susan finally switched to mocha honey, a warm chocolate shade with golden depth, the transformation was unbelievable. Friends told her she looked at least 8 years younger. And Susan herself admitted she felt comfortable going out with just lipstick, no heavy makeup, because her hair now brought light back to her face. Can you imagine how freeing that must feel, to take years off your appearance without surgery or endless concealer, just by changing your color? The second story is about Maria, 62. She had been loyal to deep burgundy red for more than a decade. She loved how bold it felt, but as the years went by, the color made her skin look yellow and her features hard. We suggested she soften it with copper gold, a warmer red with golden undertones. And the difference was instant. Her skin looked radiant, her expression softer, her whole face lit up. Maria even told me her husband gave her the first genuine compliment in years. "You look so youthful and radiant," he said. Wouldn't you love to hear that from someone you love, simply because your hair color is finally working with you, not against you? The third story came from a workshop I hosted with 5 women between the ages of 50 and 70. Every one of them shared the same concern: their gray or faded hair was making them feel invisible, tired, and older than they were. We gave each of them a tailored hair color, nothing extreme, just tones that matched their skin and eyes. After the session, we took before and after photos, and the difference brought tears to their eyes. Not only did they all look younger, but they were smiling, laughing, and standing taller. One woman, 67 years old, said to me, "I thought I was past the age of being called beautiful. Today, I realized I'm not." According to a 2022 Dove survey, over 70% of women over 55 said finding the right hair color made them feel more confident, happier, and more engaged socially. So let me ask you, are you holding onto a color simply out of habit, even though you don't feel happy when you see yourself in the mirror? Are you ready to try something new, something that could bring back the joy of seeing yourself glow again? Because here's the truth: the right hair color doesn't just enhance your appearance. It reframes your entire image, your energy, and the way you show up in the world after 50. And next, I'll share the modern tools and color trends that can help you find your perfect shade, The one that will make you feel like yourself again, only brighter, softer, and more alive. The right hair color won't take you back to 30, but it will make you the most confident, radiant, and beautiful version of yourself at 50, 60, and beyond. Don't be afraid of age. Let your hair tell the story of your strength, your elegance, and the unique style that only you can carry. Here's what I want you to do. In the next 2 weeks, try just one small change with your hair. Maybe a few soft highlights, a warmer tone, or simply adding more shine for a healthy, youthful glow. Then take a look in the mirror and notice the difference. Chances are, you'll see a fresher, brighter version of yourself looking back. Drop a comment below and share the shade you're wearing now, and the color you'd love to try next. Your story could inspire another woman to step into her own transformation. And if you are truly serious about looking more confident, more youthful, and more elegant as you embrace life after 50, then the next video, * 10 fashion trends women over 60 must avoid to look elegant and ageless, ****, is something you absolutely cannot miss. What we've covered today is only one piece of the puzzle, but that video will show you the fashion mistakes too many women are still making, and how avoiding them can instantly complete your look so you're not just youthful, but timeless. So make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications, that way, you won't miss the next big secret that could completely elevate your style. I'll see you in the next video, where together, we'll take the next step toward becoming the most radiant, confident, and ageless version of you.